Alright, we are doing 16th note single note picking. It's something I always like to do with everyone when we get to this point is make sure you can do a whole scale up and down. For the average person, got to be able to do at least 120 beats per minute, but I know you can definitely get faster than that. So as usual, you see how fast you can get with all of these. With this one, it goes up a little bit. After we get back down to C, we go up a couple more notes. This way, we end on a down beat. In this case, the down beat of 2. So if we did end on the C note here, yeah, it would be a down stroke. But as you get going faster, it's just easier to make sure that everything's lined up when you're ending with that metronome clicks. So some stuff to talk about, which I don't think we've discussed really at all, is like how pick slanting can be a thing. This is something I didn't even know I did until it was pointed out to me. So, try and describe what the heck can happen now that we're going to be doing these single note things and getting faster and whatnot. So, I learned how to do this just by doing a ton of metronome stuff. However, having some kind of awareness of the possibility of this, it could help you go to the next level in terms of like accuracy and speed and all that. So basically you got 2 types of slant that the pick does. You got the butt of the pick tilted up like this, or tilted down like this. When you tilt the butt of the pick up like this causes you to pick down towards the floor and up into the strings. If you have the butt of the pick tilted down, then you'll pick in towards the strings, and then your upstroke brings you out. So when you go to change strings, you start going faster and faster, you may notice that your wrist does a little bit of this in order to help you clear the strings. So when you're doing this, one thing I do is after the 6th note, that 6th note there, my wrist turns a bit, and this is because my hand figured out, without me even thinking about it, that if it does this, then my pick is clear of the strings, so I can go up to the next string without hitting the other strings. Now, I do want to point out that as I get going my fastest, I'm going to hit the adjacent strings. There's no way around it. You just have to mute very well with your fretting hand. However, at the slow tempos, and as you work it up, you want to try and avoid hitting the other strings as much as you can because it sounds a lot better. So, if I was not avoiding the strings, I could still mute it all. Some of that was not muted very well. I'm trying to really exaggerate this motion. But anyway, when I'm going really fast, I'm definitely hitting other strings when I go with that kind of pace there. And yeah, you gotta mute really well. Anyway, so back to this. So naturally I slap my pick this way. The person who coined these terms refers to it as upward pick slanting, I guess, because you tilt the butt of the pick up. And this is how I'm able to go into my like really fast type picking, okay? So anyway, as I'm playing, when I leave the string on a downstroke, I'm not stuck in between the strings. However, right here, that upstroke places me right in between the E and the A string. So that's why if you're going to leave a string on an upstroke, you want to have the butt of the pick tilted down in order to avoid hitting the strings. So Now that I tilt the pick down this way, so I'm able to get to that next string without hitting it. So, yeah, every group of 6 notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, here it doesn't do the same thing. So basically, when I leave the A string, leave the G string. Same thing here. Leaving the G string. Leaving the A string. So I'll keep the camera here so you can see what happens with the right hand a little bit better. So 60 beats per minute. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to finish the phrase. Let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously I'm not doing that little wrist rotation thing or the forearm rotation. I mean, I'm just really picking with my thumb here, and almost like a little bit of a scoops happening, so I'm able to clear the strings that way. But as I get going faster, you're going to notice this little quick twitch of my arm. So here's 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a 160. 1, wait a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 180, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 200. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. It's definitely difficult getting scales just up and down like that really, really fast and very clean. So the most important thing is make sure it sounds good. I wanted to point out the whole pick slant thing just in case you feel like you're getting stuck. You might want to try being more aware of what's happening there. So we can certainly work with that stuff and that idea in more detail later. But let's see how this thing goes. And let's get to number 2. So now we've got some gallops and reverse gallops. And yeah, so this I do not expect to get up to 200 on this. But let's play some different speeds anyway. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're on 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 40, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 160, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, lost it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ending on a high note there. Alright, number 3. Back down to 60. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's change this a little bit. I'm still having the pick and the shot here at this angle so you can see how, again, what my wrist does, my forearm and all that stuff. All right, anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, some string skipping is happening. 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna back down to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now let's try 120 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I do 140? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Let's see if I can get that better. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, apparently not. This one's gonna be tough. Alright, one more try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoo! Lorded Lord. Yeah. So, I guess definitely a tricky one there at the end. But, hey, I like the way it sounds, and I think it'll work on that. It'll definitely help make you a better player. So, single out any bar you need to. Like if you're getting stuck on, let's say, the third bar because of that string skip, just work on that by itself. And that's right, you said you'll send over the chord stuff soon, so I'll be on the lookout for that. And yeah, hopefully you feel better soon, and let me know if any questions come up, and I will see you again next week.